Hello friends, welcome back to Cosmopolitan Cornbread. So today Bean and I are in the kitchen making some gluten-free chocolate cupcakes for her mama because today was her mama's birthday. I'm using the Bob's Red Mill 1-for-1 baking flour that's of course gluten-free. I needed 1 1/3 cup of the flour, 3/4 of a cup of baking cocoa, 2 teaspoons of baking powder,
Baking soda.
1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. I mix those all together in a bowl and set them aside. And then in my mixing bowl, I started off with 2 eggs.
Here, egg.
Thank you. Watch out. Leave it.
I added
No.
in 1.5 cups
Thank you.
of granulated sugar.
Watch out.
And started mixing those together.
No, don't touch.
I added in the dry ingredients along with 1 cup of milk, 3 tablespoons of melted butter, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Scoop those into my prepared muffin pan. And these baked at 350 degrees for about 19 to 20 minutes, or until they test down with a toothpick. While those were cooling, Mr. Smith and I headed off to do the evening chores. And as you can see, we've still got some snow and ice all around, making things a little bit slick in some areas. A lot of the snow and ice has been melting away with these 50-degree temperatures we've been getting during the day, and then what's left is refreezing at night in the 20s. But my cleats that I've hung on to since we lived in Alaska have come in very handy out here on the homestead. Little Miss Bean the snowman isn't looking so hot anymore. I expect that'll be gone pretty soon too.
Big. Oh, come on.
Last winter we had quite a winter storm and it caused all sorts of ice out here. And the area between Sophie and Amos's shelter and then the trailer you see over there is sloped, and it was very dangerous for them, it being covered in a sheet of ice. So this year, as soon as we knew there was going to be winter weather coming, we went ahead and we covered the entire area with straw, because this would allow there to be something to give them traction if it did create a bunch of ice.
So, happy.
Now we don't have a water spigot down here where Sophie and Amos are, so we actually have a water hose that is run down from the house all the way down the hill and across the creek. But with the very cold temperatures lately, that water hose has been frozen.
Trying to get the hose to thaw.
Yeah, I know.
So when the water hose is frozen, this creek sure comes in handy when it comes to watering the two of them. So today after chores, I decided to come on in and make myself a nice toasty mug of hot cocoa. And since I still had some whipped cream in the fridge, I threw a little bit of that on too. Now the frosting that I'm going to put on these cupcakes is my absolute favorite frosting recipe. I start off with a cup of heavy whipping cream and begin whipping that. I'm going to add in a half a cup of powdered sugar. And then the secret ingredient is mascarpone cheese. When the whipping cream is nice and whipped up, I'm going to add in a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And then I'm going to add in the mascarpone cheese in dollops. This is an 8-ounce carton. And then just mix it all together. Am I the only one who seems to struggle filling these frosting bags? Now these recipes for the cupcakes and the frosting aren't on my website yet, so for the time being I'll include them in the video description down below. And of course, one for the baker for quality control. Thanks for spending time with me here today, friends. I'll talk to y'all next time.